Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I would like to give my girl Linda a shout out. She gave me this lovely merchandise. It is a boutique and she is on Facebook. I will put her description down below. This is like a hoodie sweatsuit. It's really comfortable. I can move around. I got 4 kids, so you know how that goes. And I would like to give a shout out to my girl Nay, her family. They have a YouTube channel. I will put her link down below. She is doing a great awesome job of helping me with this editing video. If it wasn't for her, I don't know what I would have did. But yes, let's get to it, y'all. So as you guys see here, I've already washed and cleaned her hair, and I'm getting ready to pick a part down the middle. By the way, don't mind the hair that's on the rail. That is for another hair tutorial. So I am making a straight part down the middle, and her hair is very fine, soft. She has curls, but they're not like tight curls, so she doesn't have any heat damage. As you guys see, it's nice and full and healthy. How I keep my kids entertained, I basically have her on her favorite device right now. She's just on her iPad, and she's just looking at some tutorials or whatever the case is. But as you see, I have my 3 clips, hair tie, my special parting comb. Love this comb. And she is basically just all into that electronics. Well, I tell you, these kids and their technology. And I am getting ready to do my parts to where I am better informed to make the other half to a star. This is basically his attempt of making a star. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. It took me 2 times to try to do it. It turned out better than I expected. It's a star, but it was different. You guys will see it then. And this is some grease that I'm going to, be moisturizing her scalp as I part and stuff. And I will be putting some on there. Moisturizing it, keeping it nice. That way it won't be dried out and everything. And I'm not going to lie, this is my first video. So, long video. And I'm not going to lie, you guys couldn't see what I was doing. And I didn't realize that until just like now. And I'm like, wow, you guys don't see it. All you guys see me doing is pulling hair up and down. Not like pulling it out or anything, but pulling it up and down and clipping it. And I'm like, darn, I really wish I would have, positioned the camera better. But as you guys know, I will get better. And I'm just, sectioning it off, moving hair out of my way, and basically just trying to make sure the parts is clean. And I use edge control. That's how I keep her hair from frizzing up. That way it can at least see, there's the edge control. That's why I try to keep her hair nice and not all frizzy. And I just use a little, and I just basically just put it where I want it to stay and show the effect when it comes to the braids. So as you guys see, I'm getting her about to do the braids. No, she's not tender-headed. Now, if her hair's not detangled, and I think that's for anybody, if her hair's not detangled, then she will complain to me, oh, that's kind of pulling in this area. So what I would do is I basically fall in the chair. So I have to be at my angle, okay? I appreciate you letting me do this video. Just know that you are the best starter ever, okay, that I ever had. You're always there. You're always helping me out, and I appreciate it. That's why I return a favor back by doing your hair, making you beautiful. Even though you're already beautiful. Remember, hair doesn't define you to make you pretty. It's you. Your beauty. Your beauty from the in and out. Okay? I know you're going to make me happy. I know that you're going to make mistakes. We all make mistakes. I won't judge you for the decisions you try to ever make, okay? Make sure I make this star, and you guys are going to be seeing some funny face expressions in here. Right now, I actually decided to move the camera after I realized, hey, they can't see it. And I didn't want to take the braid down to redo it over. So yeah, hopefully you guys can see more better angles at this. I really didn't realize it until I was done and everything. And as you guys see, I do talk to her and tell her, hey, move this way or move that way. And she does cooperate. Like I said, she's already ate breakfast. She's fully awake and everything. So long as I give her everything she needs, this is how I get all my kids to sit down and get their hair braided. The only child that doesn't get their hair braided is my oldest son. He likes his hair shortcut, so he got off easy. And I had a baby 2 months ago, so he can't get his hair done besides moisturize and making sure he doesn't get cradle cap. But anyway, so
I am working on one side. I figure that will be more easier. I notice some people, when they make a design, they will go back and forth to make sure they're both even. Sometimes if it comes to a big design that I have never done before, I will work on one side and then go to the other side. And then when I get done, I will literally tell her, hey, look up, look at me, and just look straight. And that's how I get them to be, the parts to be straight, you know, to make sure it is laying right the way I want it to be. And as you see, this is what the design was starting to turn out to be. It was like a 3D star, and I was just like, it's cute, but that's not what I wanted. So when I re-show you guys again, you're going to be like, wow, she literally took it down to do it over. I did, because I didn't like the way it was going. It was kind of frustrating for one point, but I said, you know what? You got this. It's going to turn out good. You got this. So it actually did turn out good. It was just something different. It was a little different, but it was pretty. You know, I got a lot of feedback on, hey, even though it wasn't what you wanted, at least you got her hair done, you know, at least she liked it. And I guess sometimes when it doesn't turn out the way you want it to be, your clients will tend to like it even better. So as you guys see, I got that part down the middle, and I literally stayed on one side, and I got my more edge control, and I'm just, you know, patting it down on there gently, and I'm just taking my pieces and I'm on the other side now. Yeah. And I'm about to just start braiding. And like I said, it doesn't hurt her. This edge control makes it lay down more. And a lot of people fail to realize, like, oh, she's pulling it tight. No, I'm not. Or she would have some hair damage and broken off. I take her to my mom's shop to get her ends cut. The only reason why I take her there is because my daughter says that she likes it when her grandma does her hair too. So the only thing my mom does is dust, just like, you know, take a little bit off at her ends. But my mom tells me all the time, like, for real, she doesn't need to cut that much, you know, because her hair is healthy. All the conditioning and moisturizer I'm putting in her hair is what's got it there. So yeah. And I do braid funny. I'm going to take a guess that I can braid both ways, under braid and over braid. I don't know how I do it, but I've managed to do that on my own. And you might see my hands moving weird, like, what is she doing? But as you see, I'm parting it the opposite way and basically just making it look like it's on the other way. And as you guys see her head tugging, trust me, I'm not pulling it hard. She's just one of those people. I don't know if you guys know, mothers, when you do your child's head and every time you touch them, they're just moving all over the place. And you're like, what the heck's going on here? Can you hold still? And that's just her right now. She's in her own zone. So every time I move and stuff, she's moving with me. And I'm so used to it. So I just be like, all right, whatever. You know, she's just being a kid. So she's not a mannequin. She's, you know, a human being. So I, you know, respect her in that and let her know, hey, you know, sometimes if you move, then I'll have to do it over. And she's like, oh, you know what? I'm going to be still. So I just want to let you guys know that I'm not jerking her any kind of hard way. She is actually literally in her own world. And I got these duckbill clips because they really do work. At first, I was using some other clips. I forgot what those are called. But I was using those at first, but it wasn't holding it down the way I wanted. So I got those 3 clips and everything. So, that's what you'll be seeing me using to clip off and to section off when I am parting and everything. And I basically was doing it a couple times, going over. Yeah, as you guys see with this whole situation, and I couldn't get this good angle. I kept moving around because I was like, I don't think you can see it. So you'll be seeing me move around, and hopefully you guys can see it a little better. And everything. So hopefully you guys can see it more clear when I move the camera again, which I am here in a little bit. I'm just trying to show you guys how I actually braid, because I hear a lot of people, how do you braid? How do you get the hair to lay down? I actually really just take my time, because I always feel like if you take your time, it'll come out better, more the way you want. And it's true. It does. It comes out the way I want. So as you guys see, I am braiding it. And a couple times, like I said, I did take it down. Only just the down part. The first beginning, I didn't really have to. I just basically tried to crisscross it to make it, you know, like a star. She said she really loved it. So I was really, happy that she liked it. She told me to keep going and that I got it. So me and her have that bondage when it comes to doing her hair and everything. And here I am just parting away, just making it match the other side. Sorry about that, y'all. My son had walked in. I'm back now. Anyway, so let's get back to it. I basically am just parting, trying to make the part even with the other one because I want this to work out. I think where my biggest mistake was is when I was making the other side of the part, I shouldn't have did it diagonal. Like I shouldn't have did it like a little bit like an actual star. Like, you know how some people are like go really fast to make their star to make it really cute. If I would have went like that, I think I would have got the better results that I wanted. But you're going to see me like looking confused here. Like, oh my gosh, what am I doing wrong? No, but it's okay because, you know, we learn from our mistakes and you're not going to get it on the first try. And see, that was my problem. I was literally thinking about this for a whole week. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait until this day come until I, you know, do the star. You know, I was waiting for her other hairstyle to get old because I do her hair once a week. And I know some people are like, wow, that's too much. You're doing her hair too much. No, it's proven. You see in this video, her hair is nice and full and no damage whatsoever. I mean, if I'm taking her to my mom and she's a hairstylist, and she does hair for a living, and she's telling me that it's not. You know what I mean? Like, I know I'm doing something right here. So the question is, I keep getting it over and over and over. How do I get her hair to be this full and healthy and thick? The question is, I use extra virgin olive oil. I used it in her hair. Me and her was doing a hair challenge. We challenged each other for a couple of weeks. It actually went more over. We were putting little drops. And we just kept putting it in, massaging our scalp and everything, putting it at the ends. Not a lot because that can get really, really oily. Now, when we saw the results, it was awesome. We saw it the first day. We washed our hair really good. Then while it was wet, we used just a little and moisturize it from like the ends and up. And I was just like, when I basically let it air dry, it was a better result. It was easy. Right now, her hair is getting a little tangled. Not going to lie. We have that issue sometimes. But what I'm trying to say is it was more easier to do. It was less detangling everything. Like, I can let my hair air dry without it being tangled. Still having my natural curls and everything. I mean, hey, I challenge you if you want to use the extra virgin olive oil. I love it. I use it for my 1-year-old. I use it for me, my baby, and my daughter. And if I didn't say it, me. As you see, hair is... I did one side. I actually stopped the video because I was trying to debate which side how I was going to get this to go. Like, as you see, I had so many issues to where I actually changed it. And I was just like, wow, I just can't believe this right now. So I'm like, you know what? It's cool. She was like, Mom, just keep going. I'm like, oh, okay, fine. I'll keep going. But I'm just not liking the way it didn't turn out. But at the end, I believe it was worth it because a lot of people said I was too hard on myself, which I am. The only reason why I'm like that is because I feel like if I'm not trying and giving it my all, it's going to show in the work. And I really did take my time. As much as times I wanted to say, forget it. I was like, nope, keep going. You got this. This is what you wanted to do. And you got to keep going. There will be some ups and downs when it comes to these hairstyles. So mother, children, male, whoever's watching and you are trying to do a design, just know that you can do it. Just take your time. I don't care if it takes you 4 or 5 hours to do something simple. Take your time. It will get you where you need to be. It is worth it. It is very worth it. That's how people get better fast and better at it. So I basically just kept going. And she was, you know, motivating me to keep going too. So we kept it going. As you see, I'm like combing it over. I didn't put a lot of stuff in her hair, due to the fact that this is like literally, in reality, like when it comes to 2 braids on the side and you have hair left out, this hairstyle is only to me, like last for like 3 days. So she did pretty good for the hair to last for a whole week, for real. So yeah, this is not going to last very long. I didn't want to put a lot of stuff to make it lay down. This was just for a tutorial. So when you guys see the next one and it's like relapse right after I just make this one, just know that her hair has already been up a week ago. Video is a week old, but it's new to you guys. I just had to put a lot of work and effort to get it to where I want it to be. So again, this is me braiding it all the way down to the very end. And yes, I do use edge control to seal it. And when I mean to seal it is to make sure it won't unravel. and then I'll put a rubber band or something. But I try not to use the rubber bands because I don't have to. Once you have some thick edge control that you like, that works for you, go for it. I tell people that all the time. Go for it. Everything doesn't work for everybody. You have to keep trying different hair products to get the results that you want. Because if it's working for such and such, and you're like, well, their hair is always put together, how can I get mine like that? You have to remember, you have to find something that works for you. So as you guys see, I am basically braiding it all the way because I want it to look like it was braided in. I said, you know what? I'm not going to braid this down to the scalp. Don't mind my lips. I was so concentrated. Like, I was not playing. Like, we gonna get this. That's how concentrated I was. And then I realized, like, oh my gosh, I'm biting my lip. I'm in focus mode. Okay. We know how that goes. So I'm like, I'm going to braid this all the way down. I'm putting this in my head. Like, this is going to turn out good. You got this, you know, and I'm going to connect it. I really wish you guys could have seen this part. I basically connected with the one braid that was in the front. And what I did was I used some edge control and I used some that was on her scalp. And again, I'm going to keep showing you guys too of what it's looking like. And it might look crooked to you guys. It's because of the angle and the lighting. Again, this will get better. I know it will. And this is how it was turning out. This is how I was saying, you know what? I guess it's not that bad, but I had some really highly doubts about this one. I was like, oh my goodness, what did I sign myself into? But it's okay. You guys are going to see it. I'm just rubbing that edge control. And I use a little Equal Style too. Equal Style gel helps lay her hair down. I hear a lot of people say it works for them. And I hear some people that says it flakes their hair up. Word of advice, if you're going to use edge control and Equal Style, do not, I repeat, mix it with water. That is a no-no. I've learned the hard way. You do not want to mix edge control and water together. Certain products are not meant together, and it will flake your hair up, dry your scalp out, and you'll be like, wow, all this hard work, and the style looks great, and my hair is white and flaky. You do not want to do that. And if you're going to, I advise you just to use a tiny bit, but just don't mix it. I just put the edge control and I just used a little in different spots to lay it down so you can see the print. And as you see, I clipped it down because I wanted you to see the effect of the braids. I wanted it to hold down, as though I know I could have used some Gorilla Snot or I could have used Got To Be Glue. But like I said, this hairstyle was only meant for a week. I was not trying to make it stay and last forever. I know some people's like, girl, you could have just slicked it down and it wouldn't have moved and you would have been great. But I was like, no, I'm trying to learn this style. So she's in a chair. She's doing a lot of turning. I did zoom up and everything. So again, I know you guys cannot see. I apologize for that. I will get better with this. And I'll probably actually do something different. I can't wait until it's the summertime, or should I say spring? It doesn't matter. When it starts to get warm outside, I'm actually about to start doing my videos outside. I want to see how that goes, due to the fact that I'm not liking the way this lighting and the positioning going. My elbow's all in the way. But after I realized, I was like, shoot, I did it again. And I connected and I pinned it down with those clips. And I had her head to hold down. And I zoomed in because I wanted you guys to see how I was braiding it and everything. So I'm just going to braid it all the way down like I did the other one and stuff. And you guys will see the results here in a second. But it wasn't really hard to connect the braids. What I did was, since I had the other braid that you guys see me in the middle, I braided all the way down to meet with the other one. So when I braid it with the other one, I can just connect it. And I just took my time of doing that because it wasn't easy at first. And then I realized, I was like, oh, all I have to do is this. So yeah. And this is what it turned out to be, guys. And like I said, it wasn't as bad. I've had some funny things, like when I showed my family, he said it's like a jellyfish. And I'm like, oh no. But it still turned out good. So this is my results. And I add some ribbon and some bows and clips. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe and comment down below and let me know.